Football Picks here on TalkingSports.tv. Hey, it's holiday season. It's the time of the year where we'd like to extend you the best, and we want to thank you for watching all season long here on Football Picks, and we have a couple of gifts for you as well. And I think, first of all, Uncle Ben, there's a college game that you have rated as a good pick, a good selection, and you want to present that to our viewers. That takes place when? On Christmas Eve?
Well, it does. You know, Marty, a lot of my subscribers have been sending me notes, where's all the college games? But, you know, some of these college games at the early part of this bowl schedule, you know, aren't really appealing to me. And as far as a money-making situation, you know, Buffalo, San Diego, Tulane, even though Joe Montana's son is quartering the Tulane Green Wave, they're playing Louisiana Lafayette. It's hard to get a handle on some of these games. Coaches are switching positions. You know, USC's playing against Fresno State, but Ed Orgeron's gone now. So I don't know what's going to happen with USC anymore, Marty. You know, we had a feel for them. It's hard to get a feel, but there is one game, like I said, on Christmas Eve, December 24th it is actually, Marty, down in Hawaii, where the Boise State Broncos, the 8-4 Boise State Broncos, taking on the 6-6 Oregon State Beavers. Mike Riley, you know Mike, he used to coach up in Canada, I believe.
Yep.
And these teams, I just see a lot of points going. The over-under in this game is what attracts me, Marty, 64.5 points. Boise State's been on a roll lately. They've scored 42, 48, 31, and 45 in their last 4 games. They seem to be clicking on all cylinders on the offensive side of the ball. Oregon State's been scoring a ton of points all year, and their defense is horrible. They're giving up. They got the 96th ranked defense, Oregon State. So I just see that, you know, they've given up over 40 points a game on average their last 4 games. So I see Boise rolling it up. I don't see Oregon State having trouble scoring against a Boise State defense that isn't nearly what it used to be. Obviously, the weather's going to be good in Hawaii, guys, so we won't have any issues with that there. I think over 64.5 to get the bowl season started with this easy, entertaining over. In Hawaii, they have a long tradition of high-scoring ball games down there in the Hawaii Bowl. I say let's kick it off. Like I said, Boise State, Oregon State, over 64.5 points, boys. And it'll be a merry, merry Christmas Eve for everybody if you can get down on that one.
All right, there you go. A little gift to you from our own Uncle Ben of UncleBen'sFootball.com. And we also have some Christmas gifts we'd like to present to some people in or associated with the NFL. And Howard, let's start with you. I have no idea what you're going to say here, and I always look forward to Howard's ideas. We said to Howard, come up with a Christmas gift for someone in the NFL. So what is it, Howard?
Well, to all you Dallas Cowboy fans out there, and there's probably got to be a lot of Dallas Cowboy fans out there, I'm going to give you guys a new owner. Because I think you're that is the problem with your football team. Your owner, Jerry Jones, is maybe he's a good guy, maybe he's a good businessman, but he's not a football guy, and he has taken that team and has accomplished nothing with it. With all his great ideas,
all his money,
and all his charisma, and all the things he says, the team comes out flat. So let's give the Dallas Cowboys a brand new owner.
Okay.
Maybe they'll start winning some games.
Maybe so. Uncle Ben, what have you got?
You know, it's interesting because my Christmas gift actually is going down into the big state of Texas as well, and not to the Houston Texans, also to the Dallas Cowboys.
You're kidding.
I've got one big, huge honking pacifier for a guy named Des Bryant. Huge pacifier because, you know, it started about 4 weeks ago when he was ranting and raving on the sidelines, remember? And then last week he goes off the field crying after this early lot, and he left the field with a minute left. You know, you just goes to show you what kind of a handle Jason Garrett has on his ball players when, you know, supposedly your star wide receiver goes walking off the field crying. You know, this has to affect the mentality of the entire ball club, and it just goes to show you what kind of a guy Des Bryant is. I know he's a great receiver. He's got lots of abilities, strong, he runs fast, he catches the ball and all that. I say give this guy a pacifier for the holidays, Marty, so he'll stop crying, okay?
I like it. I mean, that's really good. Here we have Howard giving a team a present by getting rid of the owner, and Ben giving a receiver a pacifier, and I'm going in a different direction. I'm going to offer a Christmas gift to Ed Hockley This is a referee. This is a guy who thinks, unfortunately, that people go to watch him instead of the players and the teams. And Ed Hockley, instead of just, holding 10 yards, he goes into these speeches that drive me absolutely bonkers. And I know I'm not the only one, judging from emails I've received from people over the years. Ed Hockley, and he makes a lot of wrong calls too. Aside from the fact that he talks too much, he makes a lot of mistakes. But I'll give him, okay, take the mistakes. This is a time to be a nice guy. Okay, mistakes, I understand. Errors are part of the game. But God, Ed, stop talking so much. Either get laryngitis or accept my gift. And my gift is a muzzle for Ed Hockley. So
is that good luck muzzle?
Well, that's a whole different language. But you know what? We'll wish them muzzle too for that. And we wish everybody who's watching football picks the best, the very best of the season. And we'll be back next week to wish you the best for the new year as well. And maybe we'll even have some New Year's resolutions for some fun as well. We'll see how things go in Week 17 this weekend. We certainly wish you all the best if you're going to dabble in what's going on this weekend. And Uncle Ben, thanks as usual for joining us from your winter home in San Diego. Uncle Howard, thanks a million for joining us here in studio. We'll see everybody on Football Picks next week on TalkingSports.tv. I'm Marty York. Take it easy.